All right, what's good, everyone? So the purpose of this video is to just wrap up this first handout and show you how you would export it off of the server and submit it to Sakai. And so this RStudio server that we're using, you could almost think about it like as a separate computer, kind of. It's not really that, but it's close enough for an analogy. And so that means any files that you have on the server don't get saved to your computer at all. And so you have to export them to your computer so that you could then upload something onto Sakai. So first things first, you'll kind of notice on my screen that my file is colored in red text, and that means that I haven't saved it. And so the easiest way to save something is to just hit Command S if you're on a Mac or Control S if you're on a PC. And then you'll see that text change from red to black. And so that indicates that this is the most recent version of the file that I've kind of made my comments on. The next thing you'd want to do is knit the file. And so you should have kind of gone through this and answered these different questions about the graphs that you made. And so if you knit that file and then give it a sec, I just perpetually never change this pop-up block setting for some reason. And I'm always like, I'll change it next time and then don't. But anyway, if you scroll down through, you should now see the comments that you wrote in this file. And so because I didn't make comments for these other ones, they're blank, but the one that I actually typed something in, you should actually see it appear in your document. And so this is the file that you'll submit, is this HTML file that's been knitted and kind of shows your answers to these different questions. There's solutions on the bottom. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this format for when we move from asynchronous to in-person, but for now, I'm just always including solutions at the bottom just so you have them, or just so you have access to them right away. But I do expect your answers to be kind of written by you and not just copy-pasted from down here. And so once you've got that all set, you'll go to your bottom right window and click on Files. And then you should see this R0A intrographics.html file. Mine is semi-covered by my picture, but that's the file that you want to export. And so if you click the little checkbox next to it, we want to get that file from the server onto your computer and then onto Sakai. And so if you click the checkbox and then click More with this little gear icon, and then click Export, I would recommend changing the name of the file to something that you're gonna like for sure recognize. And so I usually will just add my last name. And so you could add your last name if you want to the end of the file, but make sure not to change the extension. And so the extension should remain as a .html file. And so if you click download, it should now appear in your downloads folder. And so when you go to upload it from Sakai, you can navigate to your downloads folder and then upload the file that has your R0A intro graphics and then your last name. So that's the process that we're going to use to kind of upload these different things that we're working with on Sakai. And that kind of concludes our really kind of brief introduction into R. And so in the next video, we'll talk a little bit more about running code and doing that type of thing in RStudio. And then we'll move forward from there. So we're trying to hit RStudio a little bit hard at the beginning because it'll pay dividends for us later. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions and have a great afternoon.